Here's a thing I just end up seeming to occasionally forget and then completely remember in D&D, which is the Feywild and the Shadowfell are things, and not just like small things, like big things. Like it should be common in your D&D game to occasionally have something either coming out or going into the Feywild or the Shadowfell on a semi-regular basis. Like, these are planes that actively are part of the material plane. Like, it's not just the elemental plane of fire or water or anything like that. No, the Feywild and the Shadowfell are literally connected to the material plane. There are portals to these locations all over the place in D&D. So I kind of forget to occasionally just have stuff come from these places. Like, why do we mostly only save these locations when we've got campaigns involving going into these locations, instead of it just being, hey, yeah, there's a troop of pixies that are from the Feywild that just like to come into the material plane and then fly back to their little base, which is just a fantastical looking tree in the material plane that has a portal to the Feywild in it. Like, that's just a commonplace idea that would make complete sense in the world of D&D. Or the vampire's lair is actually in the Shadowfell and not just in a castle on the material plane. Like, when we utilize creatures from these locations and put them into our stories, we should actively incorporate the worlds and locations that they're from appropriately into our storytelling. So yes, you should be following a vampire into their lair that actually ends up leading into the Shadowfell. Maybe it isn't a direct portal that you can see, but maybe it's some fancy shenanigans using a gateway or something that ends up putting them into a subdomain of that realm. Like, and you don't have to, but you can, and so you should occasionally to mix things up, because nothing would freak your players out more than thinking, oh, it's fine, it's just a small fetch quest to end up dealing with, I don't know, a blink dog, and then you accidentally find out you've been following this blink dog into the Feywild, and now you're stuck there, and now you don't know how to get back. And yeah, you could make a campaign from it, or you could make it just like a one-shot or a two-shot part where they're just stuck in the Feywild and they gotta now try and figure out how to get back home.